Hi, I'm William Manseau. I'm the Executive Director of the Emmaus Institute in Nashua, New Hampshire, a pastoral counseling center that I founded over 30 years ago and continue to be there. At a Board of Directors meeting this summer, one of our members, who was a staff member of the Salvation Army, told us that there was something going on in the city that had to do with a major initiative around health care, and she thought that we should check into it. So she gave me the information on making an application, which I did. And it was based at the Southern New Hampshire Medical Center, and it involved the St. Joseph's Hospital, and it involved home health and hospice. It involved Keystone Hall, major substance abuse treatment program. It involved maybe 25 or 30 different agencies in the community that were called together to participate in what was called New Hampshire's Building Capacity for Transformation. It's a Section 1115 demonstration program of the United States Medicaid program. And the state of New Hampshire had been selected to pioneer integrated delivery networks that would bring together primary care providers and behavioral health providers, along with social services providers and representatives from the various communities. There are 5 projects involved in the integrated delivery network, and they are behavioral health workforce capacity development. There's a recognition that there are insufficiently trained healthcare providers and social services providers to respond in an integrated way to the gaps in service that already exist as a result of the various surveys that have gone on in the community. So part of the effort of this program is to develop and train new providers. There is to be a health information technology infrastructure to support this integration of services that will enable the various participants to cooperate and collaborate with one another by their own participation in the same information system. So all of the participating agencies are going to be part of that system. And then there is to be an integrated health care. There are to be care transition teams that will take people, once they move out of a hospital treatment environment, back into the community, that will enable that to happen successfully so that people don't get lost in the cracks. There will be an expansion of intensive substance abuse disorder treatment options, including partial hospital and residential care, and there will be integrated treatment for co-occurring disorders. So that's quite a menu. So it's a very comprehensive. But as I looked at it, I thought to myself, there's something missing here. There's no spiritual care dimension. And it occurred to me that that's exactly what we could offer as a pastoral counseling center with access to this kind of information. We could offer that to the clinical developmental team on which I serve. That happened this past Monday. So on Monday, I was invited to present a proposal for the next day to introduce this sort of component into the project development mix. I had already identified a tool that we could possibly use. It's called the Spirituality Index of Well-Being. So this is what we have presented this week, and the chair of the clinical committee responded to me immediately. She said, "Is this in the public domain, and how much will it cost us?" So I was able to contact the author of it, and he is Timothy Dallman. He's the vice chair for family medicine at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and he immediately responded and said, "You certainly have our permission, go for it." So I'm hoping that this will be accepted by the committee, and if it's so, it creates a baseline in which a baseline in which everyone can participate Self-efficacy is essential for hope. A life scheme is essential for hope. Hope is the basis for all progress. So that's our offering. We have been, as I said, the Emmaus Institute has been part of Nashua for 30 years. I'm a past president of the Nashua Area Interfaith Council. There are 20 different churches and organizations that participate in the Nashua Area Interfaith Council, and so these are natural bases for preventive care in the community, natural basis for substance abuse recognition and referral right across the board. As we met today, we were talking about Pastoral Care Specialist Program. It dawned on me that this would be an excellent program for this integrated delivery network to have an inclusive partner with the various churches and religious communities in Greater Nashua. So it seems like an excellent fit, and I just thought you'd be interested in knowing the possibilities that we all have together. Thank you.